Rightio, Steeler Nation. Did that work? Did that work? I don't know if that worked or not. I think that worked, but not how I thought it was going to. So it must give you an option. Yeah. Anyways, what the idea was to play the video, and like, oh my goodness, was to play the video. Yes, maybe it did work. I don't know. Anyways, here's a live stream part. Let's go live for half an hour, talk steals and whatnot. I don't know. I don't know if it worked. There's only 2 people here, not 8. So, oh goodness, maybe I won't do it in the future. Doesn't matter. It was meant to, watch the video. The next minute, you're meant to get transferred to this part now, and I hope I'm live too. So, but I'll just go over a few things. First of all, I do want to say, thank goodness nothing happened with their plane. Apparently, the plane got had to land in Chief Land in Kansas City. There was something wrong with the engine. The Steelers were on the tarmac for a long time, a few hours, and then got home a bit later. So that's kind of crazy. Luckily, everything went right. I couldn't imagine, I'm sure it was only something minor. It wasn't really a big, wasn't a huge problem. But thank goodness everyone's safe and we're home. I know in the past, I don't know exactly what teams have, done it, but like things can happen in the air and you lose, things happen. So hopefully everything's good. The Steelers got back to Pittsburgh now, and we're on that Victory Tuesday. Am I live on this one? Yes, I am. I don't know where I am. I played the video, and now I'm like, what just happened? Okay, yeah, okay. I should be good. But yeah, the Steelers got home eventually in the afternoon, so that kind of sucks. It's you do a massive win. All you want to do is get home and rest up. And I'll tell you what, after as well, I'm good. Okay, cool. I was trying again. I probably won't try that again. That was kind of risky biscuits. I won't try that again. G'day, Yuli. What's going on, mate? Next time I'll just put a video out and then do this live like normal. It didn't work the way that I wanted it to, but it is what it is. Well, the fellas going back to Pittsburgh, and they got to get their bodies back in order. It's been a pretty tough few weeks. Going from and playing, like we've got to remember they play football pretty hard. Like they're hitting pretty hard there. I get sore playing pickleball, man, running around town, and they g'day Chloe, what's going on? They I get sore from just running around, just hitting the ball. I can't imagine getting sore from hitting actual players with helmets on and padding and stuff like that. So they played the 49ers. They're playing really well. They had to play a tough football match against the Browns. That was unreal to do that, right? Then you go all the way West Coast to play Las Vegas Raiders. So it's a long season, and I think Cameron Hale talked about it. Not everyone, g'day, go. Not everyone can, can bounce back, and not everyone's 100%. G'day, Jeremiah, awesome. So next time I won't do that in the future. I'll just do one video. G'day, Gene. I'll do a video, then I'll do a live separately. But I do have to get out of here pretty quick today. About half an hour or so, because I'm going to work. I'm going to work at my job, the pickleball job. So, it's busy. It's been a busy few weeks, actually. Been a busy few weeks. Like I said in the video, though, I'm pretty excited for this team. It's the first win they've had since 1995 out west against the Raiders. That is a huge accomplishment. Like, let's not forget that. JW joked about, it's over the Raiders. But it's the first time since 1995, almost 20 years, that they've won out that way versus the Oakland Raiders or the Las Vegas, or whoever they're called, right? It's a very long time since they've done that. That's an accomplishment. That's a huge win. That's something to be positive and be like, talked about. The offense started clicking too. The offense and Kenny Pickett, they got better. I went back and I haven't seen the game yet, and I'm going to try and watch it tonight. But I went back and watched the highlights. That block by Jalen Warren that block when the Jalen Warren stepped up and blocked the dude, and the next minute Kenny Pickett threw a 50-yard pass to Calvin Austin. Kenny can't throw deep was unbelievable. Unbelievable, man. So he can't throw deep, and he threw a massive pass right down the middle. Calvin Austin's got his first TD. Keanu Benton got his first sack. JPJ's getting more reps. I want to see more of Darnell, but it'll come in time. It'll come in time. There's a lot of positive things from this game. You know, a lot of negatives too, where they got burnt. Like pretty much every pass going to Devontae Adams or going towards Myers, they had like 300 yards between them. But at the same time, they stopped the run game. They only allowed 60 yards, so everything was good. Everything was good. What I saw, like it was tough game. Just the biggest thing for me was that penalty, man. Vegas called down. Roger Goodell said, you know what? Make this game harder than what it is. Throw that flag on a ticky-tacky, really bad play. Minka even talked about it. Minka said it wasn't a flag, or he didn't say that in those words, but Minka alluded to that it wasn't a flag. He was annoyed. Where's he meant to hit him? You can't hit the legs. You can't hit too high. You got to hit the shoulders. He did that. Jimmy G turned shoulder. His helmet might have scratched him. And then same time, Kenny Pickett was getting run around town, getting hit all over the shop too. He had so many helmet-to-helmet hits and late hits from this game. That flag was meant to be there so the team caught up and it made the score much better like that. And it's frustrating, right? And as fans, I see what the NFL does. I know what they're doing. They're trying to make games closer for the gambling, for the ads, for the excitement. But it would have been cool to see the Steelers win a game by 16. If Minka has that play, that would have been a 3rd and 18. They might do a screen to get 5-7 yards. It would have been a 4th and maybe 12 or 10. The next minute, if you stop them there, we get the possession back with 6 minutes to go. You try and run it out. You then punt it away. By the way, Presley Harvin's playing really good. And anyone who wanted Brad Wing, you're crazy. All I saw was when Brad Wing was working out at the facility, all I saw was tweets saying Brad Wing is much better than Steelers. I even saw Brad Wing turn out and say, hopefully I get the job. And it's like, dude, you're not getting it. Presley Harvin showed you why last night that they're staying with him and why we should trust the coaches. He hit like a 50-yard bomb, coffin corner punt. Right in the corner was unreal to see. And he was one of my MVPs, right? I've got TJ Watt in there. I've got Kenny Pickett getting his first. Another monkey off the back too was Kenny Pickett getting 2 TDs. Everyone's talked about Kenny Pickett not having 2 TDs. Kenny Pickett doing this, doing that, whatever. There was an illegal shift too with the Steelers. They moved in a man in motion, but Kenny ran about 30 yards, and that would have stood. It was a bad play on us. Offensive line needs to play better too. But Kenny Pickett, man, he's getting better each week. And I know there was a few times he almost threw an interception to Marcus Peters. That would have went to the house. But you know what? It didn't happen. So let's move on. Okay, it didn't happen. He needs to read the field better. And also the first 2 drives didn't really work. They didn't work. But then I was longing to sleep. I was like, not again. And this is why the Steelers can be very frustrating, but also exciting at the same time. I was like, man, not again. We're going to see the same gameplay again. The next minute, Canada draws up a 71-yard bomb to the end zone and wakes you right up. And you're like, far out, we got a game. So when you watch the game from the whole totality and not just pick apart like this guy sucks, he sucks every single play, you know, right? Like Twitter is designed, really. Twitter is designed for that. It's reaction after every play. He missed a sack, fire him. You know, Kenny Pickett missed a throw off, fire that guy. The next minute, Kenny Pickett makes a throw, 71 yards. Oh, he's going to be an all-pro. It's designed to do that. I agree, 100%. 100%. It's takes time for it to happen. I agree 110%. So, and there are media guys out there, dude, now, oh my goodness. I watched the pages and I'm like, you are so wishy-washy. The media guys, they were calling for Kenny's replacement in week 2, week 1. They were saying Kenny's a bum, he's a bust, he's terrible. And now it's like, oh, he's going. It is media driven. Yep, it is. This you won't get that here, man. You'll get a bloke in his room ranting about Steelers like this. That's what you'll get. They said Kenny's a bust. We need to go. We need to get the Sanders quarterback that's related. His son's related to Dion from college. They need to get Caleb Williams or whoever that bloke is for the draft. Started talking about all that mess, and then next minute they're saying Kenny Pickett's going to be an All-Pro. Which one do you can't have both sides? Anyways, We played well yesterday. The Steelers played really well. They got away with a win. Was it 25? I can't remember the score. 25-18? No, 23-18, right? Here it is here. Boom. 23-18 quarter four. So it should have been 23 something else. Steelers scored all their points on offense. Chris Boswell played a fantastic game. Shout out to Boswell too, by the way. Boswell he's second now in Steelers history. So honest to goodness, like shout out to Boswell, man. He's one of the greatest kickers that we've ever had. I think is it Gary? I wasn't around, but it was Gary Anderson, right? Gary Anderson's number one. I think he leads the points. But let me see. I want to try. What? How many points has he got to go? Because if we keep Boz, he might kick. He's kicking better every game as he gets older. Kicking points. Let me see. Career. I don't know how many Gary Anderson has, but Chris Boswell might be up there. Gary Anderson has 1,300. How many does? You guys might know more than I do. Oh my goodness, hang on. What the? I don't know. You guys might know. I got to figure that out. It won't show me. But yeah, he's got the most points, and I guess I want to try and see if Chris Boswell can have a great career with us, and he might be the leader in the next few years. I got to figure that out. So it won't tell me. This site's terrible. So Gary Anderson has 1343. Here we go. Oh, Chris Boswell has 875. Maybe in 5 years' time. I don't know. Field goals, three times, whatever. So Gary Anderson from 1982 to 94 has 1,343 points in 197 games. Chris Boswell has 119. He has 875. So he's now, I think, third or second. Maybe he's second. Maybe this site was older. So he might have about 900. Right? He's getting up there. So shout out to Boswell for that too. 100%. And he got a 57-yard bomb was great to see. Love it. G'day, Thomas. What's going on, mate? Yes. Oh, dude, there's many out there. There's many guys that cover the Steelers too. I'm not into the drama, dude. I'm not. If the team plays bad, you call them out. Levi Wallace was playing bad in this game. Yes, he was. He was getting burnt. At the same time, Levi Wallace played good near the end and got interceptions. I think sometimes we forget about the football games being played on actual field. I really do. I was like, man, there's 60 minutes from guys going hammer and tongs to each other, knocking heads, hitting. Well, Minka can't hit Jimmy, but you know what I mean? They're hitting each other. There's a football game being played out. That's why I watched the game. It's so much fun. Najee Harris is getting people run over him. He can't move anywhere. They were beating offensive line. But at the end of the day, we beat them. We beat them right here. 23-18. We beat them. And Raider Nation, they are shocked. They're like, dude, what do we do with Jimmy G? They don't like Jimmy G over that way. They're not a big fan. But Thomas is sober up since last night. Yes, we'll get better. They'll get better. Okay. George has Gary Anderson played for the Vikings, and 100%. We have G'day, Toddy. What's going on? Oh, that's a good question. Oh, I like that question. That's a good question. Wizard Boys of Music Clutch. Yeah, he's awesome, dude. He's awesome. He's one of the most underrated kickers in the league. They all talk about Justin Tucker, but Chris Boswell's accuracy is like 89. Let me see. It's like 80-something percent, 89%. Hang on, I got it here. And I'll answer that question. I think Justin Tucker's accuracy is 91%, right? Chris Boswell is like 89%. So it's like 2% away, and they all give him crap. Yeah. I'm trying to use Pro Football Reference because I use my stats there. There you go. It's 94%. It's even higher. Well, that's extra point. Sorry. No, my bad. Okay, it's gone down a bit. Chris Boswell, according to this side, is 86%, 86.6, and I think Justin Tucker's like 91 or 90. So he's got a pretty high percentage. 86% is still pretty high, right? So let's shout out to Boz. He's having a good year, mate. Having a good year. Well, I'm going to answer that question. Steven Seagal or Jean-Claude Van Damme? It's a tough question, eh? Like both in their prime. Like you mean like in a fight? Like, oh man, not like, not an eating contest. That's a tough question. Steven Seagal, like he had like the karate moves and stuff like that. But I think like Jean-Claude Van Damme was like a kickboxer. If you've seen him in Bloodsport, he's amazing in Bloodsport. Van Damme, g'day Carl, what's going on? I honestly don't know who would win that matchup, who would win that fight. Maybe Van Damme because he got more of the kickboxing and boxing experience, but I think like Steven Seagal was more the martial artist, wasn't he? Seagal was a fool. Bruce Lee, man, yeah, comes in. Yeah, what about Bruce Lee? So he's a fraud. I don't know. I've seen him in a lot of movies, but I've also seen Van Damme in a lot of movies too. There's one called On the Run or something like that. Bloodsport when I was younger, and the dude's bone goes through his leg. It's like, what the hell am I watching as a kid? Holy dooly. G'day, Chloe says special teams are, yeah, they are. Also, shout out to as well. James Pierre is really fast, man. He's playing his gunner role so good. And Mike Robinson had 2 tackles on teams. They're covering the punt. It was good last night. It was really good showing for the Steelers in that aspect, right? Holy dooly. Pickens and a Pat P. Still waiting on Pickens and a Pat P pick 6. Well, Peterson got burned a few times as well, but the football game played out. He got an interception. It was good to see. Carl's in the house. Janikowski was unreal too. He can't actually fight. Oh, is he made up? Is he? So he can't do anything, can he? I didn't know that. He's also not a sheriff. I didn't know that. I thought he had some kind of martial art background. I know Bruce Lee does. I know Chuck Norris has the background in martial arts. Jean-Claude Van Damme, he definitely does. He's a tank back in the day. Don't know if he's related to Rob Van Dam though. I don't know if is he related to Rob Van Dam? VD. Don't know. Big time. He might have lost a bit of weight. I don't know, but he plays well. The team's played well on punting, also going down the field too. But I'm just saying, guys, like this is why I think everyone's so overreactionary. Now, next week's a big week versus Houston. It's a 1 p.m. game. I think it's my 5 a.m. I got to figure. By the way, I got to figure a way how to watch that because I've canceled my Game Pass. I might need to buy it back because it's not getting shown on my other program called KO, KAYO, like as in like KO Knockout. It's not getting shown. It's showing the Browns game. So I want to still do the live stream at 5 a.m. when I wake up or 4 a.m. But I have to find something to do it. And yeah, I'll figure it out. But it's next Monday for me. And we've got a whole week. And this is one of the games too that Mike Tomlin loves the rookies. He loves versing rookie quarterbacks. So I can imagine that TJ Watt and Highsmith are going to chase this guy around all day. I want to see Keanu Benton play more snaps too. And I said in my video today too, was that they're winning games without Cameron Hayward. Do you know what I'm saying? So they've now won 12 or 13 games without Cameron Hayward only lost 2. If you can go through this stretch and they can win next week's game and be 3-1. If the Ravens win or the Browns win, one of those teams is going to be 1-3. There's a lot going on. And I know everyone, since the very first game, it sucked. We all felt defeated. But they're warming up and getting better. Oh, it's early. Throw some food down and watch Seagal kick butt. And sometimes it's good, man. It's good to get like a pizza or a bit of Thai or something like that, a bit of Chinese food, and put on those old school movies, like those old school karate movies or martial arts movies. And I don't know what it is. It's kind of mesmerizing just watch that stuff. It's just I don't know what it is, but you just sit back, relax, and watch the eyes. What? You know what I mean? Like Jackie Chan, all those dudes, and Bruce Lee. They're insane. Like they are just they would kill you 5 times before you even fell over. I like that. I saw that. You know what's funny? I saw that the other day on YouTube. He's like water, my friend. Put water in the cup, it becomes the cup. That's good, man. It's good. But also, guys, I think the defense played really well too. Like we got 3 picks. Jimmy G was forcing the football. That one he got to Levi Wallace had a good one over the middle when he forced the tight end. He got rushed by the quarter. They rushed the quarterback. Jimmy G scanned the middle and threw a pick like that. It was almost. It kind of felt like I went to a Raiders YouTube channel. I think it was called Raider Ben, and this guy was fired up, dude. He was so mad. This Raider fan, And with all respect to him, he was so pissed off, like so angry about his team. But it kind of felt like the old veteran we had with Trubisky in that Ravens game. Like the Raiders could have won that game or had more of a chance to win that game if Jimmy G does not throw those picks. He threw 3 picks, 1 to Peterson and 2 to Levi Wallace. So I think we have now 8 turnovers or 7 turnovers in 3 games and like 9 sacks. The Steelers defense can keep this team going. If they're healthy and play this way the whole year, they can keep this team within a playoff chance. Now, can you beat a team like Miami Dolphins? Don't know. But do you want a chance to? 100%, right? 100%. Oh, yeah. That's true too. His leg. Let's hope TJ Watt doesn't get fined for that. Let's hope his leg went bent backwards. And it was so close to being a fumble too. Might have been a fumble as well. Yeah, Chloe. So I don't know if he had 0 turnovers. I know he had 0 sacks. He had 0 sacks for sure. Holy dooly. What else has been happening in the news though? I haven't really heard too much over the night. I just think it's a high victory, it's a high win. The Steelers should celebrate. They're going home. I think Kenny Pickett did progress forward. And when you see those big plays going to Austin, or the last play too, it was like 3rd and 4 or 3rd and something like that. They had a good route on the outside to find Robinson and get the first down. Victory, right? Victory. I'm so glad we won because if they went to overtime, I probably couldn't handle it. I wouldn't be able to handle it. Yeah, that's what I want to hear too. CJ Watt, CJ, that's crazy. CJ versus Houston doesn't pressure. I've got a few guys going to the game too. I know my mate Arsenal DB is going to the game, and our mate here Rod the Legend's going to the game too. So let's hope for a good time. I know for me, it's going to be a very fast week. I'm so busy this week, so I'm going to try and keep up with videos in the morning. I got work going on. I got Australian Pickleball Championships on Friday and Saturday. Crazy, dude. I'm so busy this week. It's not even funny. I'm trying to get everything done. CJ Watt. CJ Watt versus Josh Burrow. Oh man. Yeah. So let's see because they won their game last week, right? I don't even know. I picked them last week. I mean, yesterday. I picked the Jags to win. Oh, by the way, I've got like 4 right. I can't pick this week, dude. The Eagles are playing now, so I will be wrapping up shortly. I'm going to watch that game. Can I win my matchup? I'm down by, no, I can't, but I'm down by 60 points. Pepper's got 148. JW, you got 100. No, JW's got 148 with a defense on fantasy. Pepper's got 142. I'm gone. I'm so gone. I can't win that. But yes, this week as well. So we've got Eagles and Buccaneers playing now. So can Baker Mayfield beat the Eagles? That'd be interesting. I went Eagles. The Browns won, of course, 27. Lions won. Packers came back. Dolphins. You know what? When's the last time? That's crazy, right? It's been 60 years since someone scored 70 points on a team. When you look at that number, the Broncos versus Dolphins, that is one of the craziest. I need to watch the highlights. I haven't yet. I've done nothing. I've done absolutely nothing. But 70 to 20. I know if we lost that way, you wouldn't know what to do. You'd honestly be like, what do we talk about? The team sucks. So the Broncos, man, 0-3. They're in a world of hurt. 70 to 20. The Dolphins absolutely carved them up. Even the backup quarterback Mike White got a TD. Chargers won 28-24. So that is an insane number. 70 points looks like a college game. 70-20 in NFL. 2 professional teams allowed 70 points. They have to pretty much scrap that game and never talk about it again. That game should be if you're a Broncos fan, you never talk about that game ever again. Chargers won 28-24. The Vikings in a world of hurt too. They're 0-3. Pats are 1-2. Jets are 1-2. Jets can't do anything now. You got to feel bad for the Jets fans. They had Aaron Rodgers. They had a chance. Gone. Their season's done. They got to trade for a quarterback or someone. They got to get someone in there. Hide Jamal Wilson is not doing anything over there. Bills go 2-1. I think as well we're coming like second. I think Sean showed a picture the other day, or someone on Discord showed a picture. We're like second in the in standings. So that's crazy. Texans 1-2. They won. That's what I want to do. They won 37-17. And Colts beat the Ravens. Thank you, Colts. But we've got to verse them later on in the year. Chiefs beat the Bears 41-10. Dude, since Claypool went over there, and by the way, what a great trade. Getting JPJ for Claypool is probably the fleece of the year. Like seriously. G'day, Darwin. What's going on, mate? G'day, Reginald. Getting JPJ for Chase Claypool, and I've been telling people for 2 years how terrible Claypool is. No one believed me. Yes, he had a good first season with Ben, almost rookie of the year, but then the next season, year after, terrible. He's not a good receiver. They got to cut him, man. He's bad. He's bad. He's a bad receiver. Go Rams, 100%. Yep. I was thinking the same thing, Darwin. They would trade Kirk Cousins to the Jets. I was thinking the same thing, something similar to that too. But it's been since the trade, the amazing trade, getting JPJ for Claypool. They've now lost 13 games in a row. The Bears have lost 13 games in a row, and I don't know who they verse next week, because what's the record? Isn't the record like 27 games for like the Buccaneers or something? Next week the Bears versus the Denver. So the battle of two bad teams. And if the Bears can't win that game, they'll lose I reckon they might lose that game again. Right? And next week we have Houston. Steelers have Houston. The Bengals have Tennessee at Tennessee. It's a winnable game for them. And the Ravens have, I think, Ravens at Cleveland. So let's see what happens. We could be in control of the North, which would be kind of fun. Right? But Bears in a lot of trouble. Fleece of the year, mate. JPJ, he looks fantastic too. He's played minimal snaps, but every time he's out there, he looks really good. I think he's got like 3 pass deflections already. Cardinals with a big upset, and we keep winning. So we've won 2 in a row. So there's a lot to be, thankful about. CJ Stroud got 20 for 30, 280, 2 TDs last week. But, who the hell is Tank Dell? 145, 1 TD, 280. Okay, we'll see. It's a long week. He's got he's exactly right. Can't work. I just don't like him. I'm just not a fan. Oh, excuse me, I'm burping. Steelers win the North. We're in the control seat right now. In the control seat, that's for sure. But Rams could be a possibility, man. The Rams might win this game. Like, honest to goodness, I think Josh Burrow. I think Joe Burrow's still a bit injured. Can they get out of their own way? I'm gonna watch that. So that comes off for me at 10. I might try and we might leave then when the Bungles game comes on in the next 20 minutes. I might leave then. Like, if they lose this game, they're gonna melt down. Their fans, they've been treated to the early success of, like, they had nothing for like 30 years, right? They had playoff losses, didn't win a playoff game in like 28 years. They get Burrow, they go to the playoffs, they get so close to winning a Super Bowl. They go to the AFC Championship game. They're like, man, we're the new thing in town. Here we go. We're the best. Shut up, Steelers fans. You all suck. And now they're all quiet and mad again because their franchise is not a good franchise. So if they lose this game, they actually might melt down. It might be the meltdown of the Joey Bungle Burrows. Like, it'd be, man. I don't know. It's just crazy. It's crazy to me. That's what I saw reports. I've seen videos about that. I've seen articles written about that. Why would you rush someone back? You can rest him, put in a quarterback that is mobile, that 100% or 95%. Don't put a guy that's not ready just yet. And get smashed by defenses, because the Rams don't care. Aaron Donald doesn't care about you. You know what I mean? They're going to fire up. Sean McVay's going to have these guys ready. Matthew Stafford, I think the Rams, for me, were the surprise team this year so far. One of them, even the Cardinals, because I thought the Rams were done. I thought they spent everything to get the Super Bowl, and now they're building, like, they're winning games, right? They smashed the team last week. So if the Rams win this game, they go 3-1, 2-1. I think 2-1, right? So, we don't know, man. It's going to be a fun one. There you go. Darwin says Bengals will be 0-3. I can't wait. If that happens, dude, It's going to be a great roast. It's going to be a great roast. And everyone's given like absolute, given nonsense to our Steelers, and we're just winning, and we're getting two in a row, and we're just getting over the line. Where the Bengals were so high and mighty, going to win the North. And by the way, was it in the AFC? You guys know this. In the AFC North, no one team has ever won the AFC North 3 years in a row. Because it's so difficult. It's so hard to go back to back, then even get the third one, because every year you have great teams, right? The Browns are playing pretty good football. They're playing pretty physical football. The Ravens, I think they can bounce back too. They're pretty physical, but the Bungles are being the Bungles. If they lose, dude, it's gonna be so funny. It's gonna be awesome. I agree, man. I agree. Let's bungle in the jungle. Yeah, I still want to make that podcast. I want to make a podcast called Bungle in the Jungle or something like that. Yeah, that's right. The Browns defense is real. And you know what's crazy, right? You don't hear anyone talk about that. That's a good point. The Browns defense has got a lot of sacks, a lot of pressure, and the Steelers beat them, right? But it did work out because we got on offense, they took care of us. But our defense is got the two picks, the pick six and the fumble. But the Browns defense, yeah, if Watson can get back to his form, then you have something there. You do. You have something. And they're going to be tough to verse again in their town. Depending how their season goes, the Browns could have. Well, the Browns are the Browns, but they're playing much better than they used to. But also too, they got to get over the Nick Chubb injury too. But I think they can. So we'll see what happens. Holy dilly! I want to check the score while I'm here too, because I want to see what score is. I'm watching my fantasy as well. Let me go back. Ooh, Philadelphia 3-0 already. Okay. So the other game, the Bengals game is at 0. Wait, I don't get it. Are you guys a fan of this? You can't be. There's surely not. Why? Why do they have two Monday Night Football at the same time? Wouldn't you want to watch the Philly game, then watch the Rams game? I don't get that. I legit don't get that. I would rather watch one game than after. So once the Philly game's on, the Rams game starts after, like 1 hour after. I don't get that. Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Oh, g'day, Pepper. What's going on, mate? Yeah, sorry, I had to start it early. I had to go early because I'm going to go to work in about an hour's time. So, I hear you. I hear you. There's a few things like that you can probably, they got burnt, right? Devontae Adams had 180 yards, but he's like one of the best receivers. The other guy had 130 or 100 yards. So I hear you. It could be worrying, but I still think we have a lot to work out. But at the same time, if you get the picks, it's fantastic. I know if you bend but don't break and get the picks, like Levi Wallace looked pretty bad out there last night, but then he gets picks and he looks good. So it's like, I don't know. I legit don't know anymore. Holy dooly. Monday Night Raw, fantastic. Yeah, I think this year or last year, they started doing double nights. It doesn't make sense to me. Why would you put on two games at the same time? Why would you put on two games at the same time like that? Like, football fans want to watch football one game at a time. And the worst thing was the overall split screen. Like, we don't care. When I'm watching my Steelers, we don't care about the Saints versus Panthers. The Panthers don't care about the Steelers versus Browns last week. They don't give two shits about that. So it's like, why would you split screen? And you know what? If you're going, and Roger, yeah, I bet on both and can't watch both. There you go. The thing is too, if you put, here's something dumb. If you're going to do a split screen, right? Isn't that telling you that you should, okay, I'm getting myself pissed off. There's one audience, right? One audience. It's Steelers and Browns audience. If you're doing a split screen, isn't that almost saying to your audience that you should have had the games at a different time? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you have one audience and you split screen that's pretty much telling the audience that we should have done this at two different times. Makes no sense. This is why the NFL is so crazy, man. I love the Steelers, but the NFL, I'm like, dude, I sometimes get over it. I get over it. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Two primetime games and then they put a split screen. Holy dooly. Yeah, we had, by the way, a middle linebacker's playing good football. Holcomb's playing good football. So is Alexander. I like what they're doing. DT as well. We have the safeties. Keanu Neal had a big tackle in there too. We had Holcomb over the middle, smashed one of the receivers. So I like what they're doing, man. I really do. And my mate Dylan, where is he gone? Where are you, Dylan? My mate Dylan says, Reginald knows what's up. Monday Night Raw. Fantastic. G'day, sleeping lady. What's going on? Bengals will eventually get it together, and I still think AFC North could be tossed up. Oh, it's still open. Oh, 100%. The AFC North is wide open, wide open. If the Bengals work it out, they can catch up. If we start to fail, we'll fall. The Browns could be the Browns. The Ravens can come back. Anybody in the AFC North can win it, 110%. Like, there's no doubt about that. Oh, you could be right. Maybe they get people. That's a good call. They might want fans complaining. You know, we give you 2 Monday Night Football games, and they're going to complain. Next minute, when they complain, they move the football to Tuesday. Tuesday Night Football would be my Wednesday. That would be insane. Monday, Tuesday for you guys. It'd be Tuesday, Wednesday for me. That would be insane. Yeah, almost. Hooey dooey. Oh, what happened? Did I miss it? All right, I'm gonna get out soon, guys. I'm gonna go watch some football. I'm pretty keen to. I'm not streaming any other games today or this week, but Baker looks like Baker. Did he throw it? Did he throw an interception? Because I went. Baker's 3 for 26. 3 for 6, 28, and Jalen Hurts 5 for 9, 56. So, do we see another 50 burger? Do the Eagles play and win in that game? All right, let's get out of here, guys. That's done. Catching up with everyone was fantastic. I'm going to go watch the Eagles game and have some breakfast. Look, it's fine. You go Eagles defense too. You got them for the fantasy, right? Yeah, you got them for the fantasy. Holy dooly. It's funny. But everything's cool. We got the win. We should be happy. 2-1. Still a long season. Offense is working itself out. The defense is on fire, man. Like the amount of love I want to show for TJ Watt this year right now, and he is on fire. TJ Watt is absolutely on fire. Every time he goes out there, he has a chance to rush the passer and force a fumble or force like an interception. He's playing great football. Minka's playing great football. That should have never been a flag. That was awful to see. So the team is playing really good football, and they're learning, right? Or on defense, but on offense, they're learning to get better. If they can start to pass to tight ends more and get the run game figured out, this team could be a playoff team. It really could be, right? And I'm not going to be wishy-washy. You'll hear it here first. I'm supporting Kenny Pickett now until the playoff run near the end of the season. And Jedevil says, getting better every week. Excellent show as always. Yep. Thanks, guys. It's a lot of fun. Thanks everyone for. When I'm going out, we'll play the music and I'll get out of here. Woo! Far out, man. Where is it, dude? Where is the champions? Here we go. But let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy this week. Either the next few days or whatnot, you'll see me around doing videos and stuff like that. And enjoy the win. Enjoy the week. 2-1 Steelers. They can always get better. Houston's going to be a fun game. I know, Rod, you're going there. My mate, Arsenal DB's going there. So if we get a win out of there, Steelers go 3-1, come back for the Ravens for a bye, a home game, and then the bye. Dude, this could be a team that's building each week. So people are like, oh, Kenny Pickett sucks. He's not our guy. Keep building on that. All right, guys. I'll see you later, right? Some of you guys are just like singing. Thanks, Alex. Some of you guys are just singing like lyrics. 100%. Week 1's done, son. All right, I'll see you later.